I'm in an underground car park and there's some pretty cool cars here. See a Porsche here. In fact, you'll see Farouz behind the wheel, concentrated on backing in. You've seen him in a few of my videos before. Then we've got some pretty other cool stuff coming up here. 350Z, R34, R32, Valeside RX-7. And that's because I'm back at the base. Now, I was here a couple of months ago, well, about 6 weeks ago, first time I ever came here. And in fact, here is the big boss of the base, Brian, just seeing someone in. And I'm back at the base quite quickly after last time, but it's a very, very cool time. And the reason I am here, if I just kind of squat down a little bit, you can see today we've got Thai plates in here, lots of them. And that's because tomorrow is Retro Havoc, which is happening just about 500 meters at the most away from here. So this is perfect for the Thai cars that have come down to Retro Havoc, about 20-25 of them, to drop in here, get their cars washed, get their cars detailed, clean them up, service them, and then later on tonight, about midnight, take them over, drop them into Retro Havoc in the curve, in the car park, ready for tomorrow morning. We've got washing going behind, that is painting the picture completely what I'm trying to get across. And this Mini Traveller, you will also recognize that, a classic revival, many other places. The owner is a fantastic photographer as well, and he's here. So anyway, we've got a kind of a mix of cars, and very similar to last time, this Datto pickup was sitting right there with the lights on it. And this 348 here was sitting there as well. Then in their detailing shop, today we've got two R32s. And there's quite a nice mix of cars here as well. 997, and we've got an S2000, which I spoke to the owner last time, who had an RX-7 as well, who drives it a lot. This time he's got an S2000 with him, and he really gets out and drives. And the other thing that surprised me tonight, of course, we've got the Mark IV Supra stuck in the middle there. And we've got two MR2 second generations. There's quite a few MR2s here tonight. We've got this really nice Celica GT4. And then a completely over the top, crazy, wide body, full kit MR2, and I absolutely love it, and I love this grey colour as well. It completely works, it's completely nuts. So back at the base, just gonna have a wander around, and tonight I introduced the base to you last time, told you all about it, so I'll drop a link in the description below if you want to catch up with that, see what the base is all about, what was going on. This is like part two, but just going to look at the Thai cars and look at some of the new cars that have come in tonight as well. Some different ones that weren't here last time, like this 86, like this Type 2 Slam Down, which looks really good. Got a Defender, and here talking of second generation MR2s, we've got a really nice one here in like a beige color that I don't know at all on an MR2. It looks fantastic as well. I really like it, it suits it, and the way he's detailed it out in black and carbon really sets it off nicely. So let's hit into this. This FC convertible, very rare, very authentic and original car. It's actually driven up from Singapore to join Retro Havoc tomorrow, and it, like the Thai cars, is here getting serviced tonight. And you can see the Fast sticker here. It was involved in the premiere of the Fast and Furious 10 movie in Singapore just a week or so ago, and now it's driven up here. And this car is very, very original, and you'll see at the back here the stickers. They are faded, they are cracking away, but the owner does not want to lose that originality. And you can see here, they've actually got a guy here tonight, and he's trying to bring the sticker out, bring back its originality while keeping that aged appearance. And while we're here, I just want to mention the red and yellow plates that they have, that denotes a classic car in Singapore. So you can actually own a classic car affordably, or affordably for people in Singapore, I should probably say. But what's interesting, it actually has a seal on it that's put on by the government, so you cannot take that plate off the car. And it shows the hoops that you have to jump through to own classic cars, to drive in Singapore with them. But I mean, you jump through a few hoops to drive a rotary any day of the week. There's way too many MR2 second generation ones here tonight, and who is going to compete with that wide body there? Anyway, Andrew, if you watched my last video when I last came here, he rocked up with a fantastic MR2. Tonight, he's not being with the crowd, and he's got this GT4 here. So, Andrew, I just want you to tell me a little bit about this GT4.
Hi Ed, it's Andrew again. If you watched the last episode of Ed's video, I came with the red MR2 Turbo SW20. Today I got with me here my Toyota Celica GT4 ST205. Comes with a 2-litre turbo, similar mill as the MR2 Turbo, but this has an uprated turbo. Also known as the cheater car in the WRC rallies, you know, where they actually introduce more airflow into the turbos to beat all the other Evos and whatnots. So I just got this car a couple of months ago. So far I'm quite pleased with the performance, and I can see why this is a World Rally winner. It's very quick and it's really nimble around the corners. Four-wheel definitely helps a lot in traction, wet conditions or dirt conditions.
This MR2, what can you say? This is just full on modified. This must be the most modified MR2 in Malaysia. I mean, just look at this splitter, how far it comes out from the bodywork, which is already bulging out. This whole car has just been really done really nicely, really aggressive vents. Everything about it is very, very aggressive. The skirts on the side, the big periscope intake on the back, and this enormous rear wing sitting on these struts here. Looks fantastic. Really, really strong car, and I like this grey colour, and of course I love white wheels as well, so it all works fantastic. Here we have two of the most famous competition liveries of all time, Castrol Celica GT4, and then next to it the renowned livery that was on the 787 that just did a fantastic, amazing win of Le Mans, delivered the 24-hour crown back to Japan on a small, low-budget effort. And we don't need me to go into the story. It's one of the iconic stories of motorsport. Both these liveries have been done by Craft Lab. Now, every time I see Craft Lab, I seem to talk about their liveries because they just do epic work. So I'm going to grab Nathaniel, I'm going to ask him to tell me about these liveries, and I'm going to grab the owner of this car, because clearly this car has a lot of history going on in it.
Hi, I'm Nathaniel, I'm from Craft Lab. We did both this livery. So this one is the iconic 787B livery, and this is the Castrol Rally livery. So both done by Craft Lab. Owner wanted to stand out from the rest. So yeah, this is our creation from Craft Lab.
Alright, hi, my name is Yip Feng. I'm from Singapore. I drove out to KL in my RX-7 FC3S, and this is a full RE Yamamiya and Temon design build. So the car now has a full 787B livery from Craft Lab, and we just completed the car. It's fresh out of the oven, like the wrap shop, and yeah, it's a full homage to the 787B that raced at Le Mans. The logos are a bit altered to feature my company in Singapore, Concours.
Classic livery. I found it,
We really couldn't say we're genuinely underground, fast and furious style if we haven't got Evos with crazy wide bodies. We've got one and we've got two. Boxes are checked and that looks fantastic.